On August 16, 2023, Britain bid farewell to one of its most iconic television figures, Sir Michael Parkinson, CBE. Born March 28, 1935, this distinguished broadcaster, journalist, and author had a flair for conversation that made him synonymous with television talk shows. Join Facts Verse UK as we present R.I.P. Sir Michael Parkinson. Here's what he leaves behind. Early beginnings. In the quaint mining village of Cudworth, nestled near Barnsley in what was then the West Riding of Yorkshire, Michael Parkinson was born on March 28, 1935. The backdrop of his early life was emblematic of Britain's heartlands. He was the son of a miner and pursued his education at Barnsley Grammar School, where his diligence saw him pass O-levels in art and English language by 1951. On the cricket pitch, a young Parkinson showcased commendable prowess. Remarkably, in the company of legends to be like Dickie Bird and Geoffrey Boycott, he left a mark. In an extraordinary stint, he once outshone Boycott at the Barnsley Cricket Club, recording impressive scores in 2 consecutive matches. Between 1988 and 90, his legacy on the field echoed as he took part in the Scarborough Festival with the Michael Parkinson World 11. Yet it was the written word that beckoned him. Fresh out of school, he delved into journalism, crafting stories for local papers. His talent quickly found a larger stage. From the Manchester Guardian, where he shared a desk with Michael Frayn, to the bustling newsroom of the Daily Express in London. In 1955, during his national service, he rose through the ranks to become the youngest captain in the British Army of that era. With this esteemed position, he journeyed to Egypt during the Suez Crisis, serving as a press liaison officer and representing the British Army in the face of a historic geopolitical conflict. Television triumphs. In the vibrant 60s, Parkinson seamlessly transitioned from the world of print to the allure of television. He became a familiar face on BBC and Grenada Television's current affairs programs. His journalistic prowess was on full display as he reported for BBC One's news magazine show 24 Hours. In 1969, he showcased his aptitude for cinema critique on Grenada's Cinema, marking his inaugural Star interview with the venerable Laurence Olivier. Parkinson. 1971 heralded the debut of his namesake series, Parkinson, a talk show that would become emblematic of British television. Spanning decades from its inception until 2007, the show saw Parkinson interviewing over 2,000 global celebrities, from screen legends to luminaries of the arts and sports. Unforgettable moments included the controversial Meg Ryan interview, his cinema verite approach to the faux paranormal investigation on Ghostwatch, and his touching role in Love Actually. Cementing his television legacy, Parkinson served as part of the original lineup of TV-AM in 1983. He also dabbled in other programs like Give Us a Clue and Parkinson. In 2007, with a heavy heart, Parkinson announced his retirement from the talk show world, leaving an unforgettable and arguably unrivaled mark with his in-depth and varied interviews. Radio Reverie. Venturing into radio, Parkinson took the reins of BBC Radio 4's iconic Desert Island Discs in 1986. Despite facing some criticism for a perceived regional bias, Parkinson brought his unique touch to the show before passing the baton to Sue Lawley. From 1996 to 2007, listeners of BBC Radio 2 were treated to Parkinson's Sunday Supplement, a mix of news summaries, interviews, and music, with a keen emphasis on jazz and big band. By 2007, Parkinson decided to bid adieu to his radio show, marking the end of an era. Diverse pursuits. From his early days penning articles for the Sunday Times to his sports columns and children's book series titled The Woofits, Parkinson showcased his versatility with the written word. His candid autobiography, Parky, My Autobiography, gave readers an intimate glimpse into his storied life. However, not all writings were without contention, as seen with his reflections on Jade Goody. A life as varied as Parkinson's also saw him nominated for the rector position at the University of Dundee, appear on the cover of Paul McCartney's album Band on the Run, and even advocate for the abolition of the Australian monarchy. His public endeavors also led him into the world of commercials, despite some critique for promoting specific financial products. Personal life. Sir Michael Parkinson, known affectionately by his closest friends and confidants as Parky, tied the knot with Mary Agnes Hennigan on August 22, 1959. After her marriage, Mary took on her husband's name, presenting the Thames TV daytime show Good Afternoon, and even briefly helming Parkinson in the 1970s. Together, they were blessed with 3 kids. In the sphere of personal convictions, Parkinson took a firm stand on birth control and was especially vocal on this matter in the 1970s. He underwent a vasectomy in 1972, paving the way for his wife to cease her daily regimen of oral contraceptive pills. Berkshire was home to Parkinson and his wife, and it was there he did much of his writing and thinking. His entrepreneurial spirit found expression in the Michelin Star restaurant he owned near his Berkshire residence. Parkinson identified as an agnostic atheist, a revelation he made during an interaction with Irish broadcaster Gay Byrne on the RTE program The Meaning of Life. Declining health and death. In 2013, a dark shadow was cast over the Parkinson household with Michael's diagnosis of prostate cancer. But resilience defined his character, and by 2015 he emerged victorious, having been declared clear of the disease. The media realm was struck with profound grief as it learned of the passing of Sir Michael Parkinson in August of 2023. At age 88, the iconic broadcaster and chat show host bid adieu to the world. In a heartfelt statement from his family, it was communicated that Parkinson, quote, passed away peacefully at home in the company of his family after a brief ailment. What he's left behind. When one speaks of broadcasting giants, Sir Michael Parkinson's name invariably comes up in conversation. His unique blend of warmth, wit, and incisive questioning propelled Parky to a realm of his own. He held the distinct honor of being a pioneer in shaping the chat show format, weaving it into the very fabric of British popular culture. Sir Michael's interviews often transcended mere conversation. They were pivotal cultural moments, snapshots of eras, and testaments to his unique interviewing prowess. He had the unparalleled ability to draw his subjects out, to traverse the fine line between the personal and the public, and to make them resonate with audiences worldwide. Some of his most iconic interviews have now become part of television legend. His fascinating exchanges with the enigmatic Georgie Best delve deep into the footballer's soul, revealing facets of his personality often hidden from the public eye. Likewise, his interviews with sultry and intense actress Helen Mirren unveiled the pressures and prejudices faced by women in show business. His magnetic tête-à-tête with the legendary Muhammad Ali is another that comes to mind, where Parkinson navigated the boxer's passionate perspectives, fiery spirit, and deep-rooted convictions. Even with all of that in mind, his legacy isn't just confined to these interviews. It's the way he transformed the art of conversation, making each interview feel like a masterclass in human understanding. Sir Michael Parkinson's imprint on the broadcasting world will remain indelible. While he may no longer be with us, his legacy of in-depth, genuine, and riveting conversations will endure for years to come. Now it's time to hear from you. What are your favorite memories of Sir Michael Parkinson? Let us know in the comments section below.